Alright guys, this is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I just reorganized my cart that Scott got me last year for Christmas. He picked this up at Harbor Freight, and it was like $38, maybe about $40, and it will hold a lot of weight. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was a lot. But anyway, I reorganized it to make it more accessible the way I work. You know, when you first set something up, you set it up just by how things will fit, but then you find that you need to rework it just a little bit to make it more useful. So that's what I've done. Plus I need to clean up my tower, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But I've got my craft paints. That tub on the top is held in place by the top of this rack. I got this paint rack at a clearance shop for like $2. So I put that there, and I've got my makeup sponges on this side and Q-tips here. And then in the other side, let me walk around here, is got empty little mini misters and the fine line tips. So, and then I've got my house paints that I got when the Home Depot was doing the samples half price. I got a bunch of those. Plus I got some I bought off Oops Paint, which I like that idea, and that's Melissa brought that to mind at 70 Acres Studio because she uses those house paints all the time, and it's acrylic paint, y'all, so might as well use it, right? But then I've got like my fine art paint is on the very bottom shelf because I haven't been brave enough to break into that yet, and I need to. And then I've got my additives on the second shelf, like my liquid starch to make starchy papers, and the Floetrol, and there's Citrusol and the silicone and all that kind of stuff. In this tub is all my mark making stuff. I've got my rub and buff there, silks and golden paints and H2Os. That box has tissue paper and different kinds of crayons, and underneath it is my sprays, watercolors, Mod Podge, matte medium, sealers and stuff like that are at the top there. And now for the reason why this needed to be redone. Excuse the mess in the background. I am tidying up here at the cottage, but I'll be right back with why we're having to redo that. And this is why I've got to reorganize it. My mother-in-law gave me some cash for Christmas while we were down there, and then I got a text message from Joann's that said 40% off your entire regular price purchase, and none of the paint was on sale. So I went over and I bought $53 worth of paint. I went over my $50 gift that I'd received from my mother-in-law. But anyway, I got a ton of paint, and Scott was like, good grief, that's a lot of paint. And I said, shh, you don't need to know about it. Just pretend, you know, you're not here. But let me borrow $3.13 or whatever it was, because I went over. And he laughed. Oh! But anyway, he doesn't care. He loves it that I have fun with this stuff. So let me set y'all up, and I'm going to reorganize this stuff. I need to get like all the reds out and put the different brands together, because after I get it set in the rack, I want to take the time to do like swatches of what I have, so I can have them with me, you know, just do a little square of each color and write the name next to it so I don't buy duplicates. So anyway, I'll be back. Alright, that's the reds, orange, yellows, and browns on that side. And now I got to turn the cart around. And what I'm doing is I just pull all of the paint out. It's kind of heavy to one side now. I'm going to pull all that out. And when I put it back, I'm going to do just like I did on the other side and put it cap in first so I can see the colors better. Yeah, so I'll be back. Oh, and I'm also as I'm putting them in, I'm putting them by light to dark, but I'm doing up like craft acrylics, and I've got Delta Ceramicoat, Americana, Folk Art. I gave a lot of room for Americana paints. I don't know why I did that. Craft Smart, Apple Barrel, and Martha Stewart. I don't have a lot of Martha Stewart stuff. I get it when it's on the clearance. But anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I got them all done. The small rack I have not written down in my book, but everything's written in the book, and when I get my table cleared off, I will take the time to do like a tiny little swatch of every color in the book next to its name. So I'll remember which ones I have by the name, plus I'll have an idea of a visual idea of what I would like to add to my collection, because I do still have some empty holes. See, Scott, that I didn't get enough paint, because I know he's going to watch this. So that's the second side, and I have gone ahead and turned these around so I can see the colors, because there's no point in having the cap sticking out, because most of the time that's not true color on the sticker anyway. So maybe it'd be easier if I just turned the whole thing, because the lighting in here gets kind of bad at night. So there you go, there's that side. And this has got my metallics and the glitters, and then I moved the neons I had on the bottom over here to the other side with the outdoor paint and the yard paints. So anyway, that's my cart all cleaned up, ready to go, and now I'm going to work on that corner. I'll give you a bush before. My table's a wreck, sorry about the light. But yeah, I brought had that tub of yarn in the other room, and Scott needs it out of his way. So I'm going to tip this down. And do you remember these things I found in the basement? Oh my gosh, I'm about to rip my hair out trying to do these things. But I got the bird this far. But every time I sit down to work on him, that's when Tippy wants me to hold him. So, yeah, here he comes now. I don't want him to jump up there. Come on, Tippy. Come on, back this way, buddy. Come on. Come on, Tippy. Yeah, I know you missed me. I really think I need to just start toting him back and forth, let him play with Piper for a couple days. But anyway, and then I've got a box there that's my little cups I bought for pouring, plus the applesauce cups I've been saving, thinking they might work for pouring. That's all leftover paint that I've mixed with Floetrol already, so I could do some pours with that pre-mixed paint right there. So anyway, just wrapping up my cart. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.